Kumar. I am working as a headmaster in Dunepudi High School, English Medium, Srirangnagar. From science, today I am going to explain, I am going to revise some important topics from the chapter called control and coordination. In this chapter, we are going to discuss all these topics from the beginning about what are all the things we are going to discuss in this chapter. One is about control and coordination in animals and as well as in plants. In control and coordination in animals, what are all the topics we are going to cover? That is nervous system and reflex action, human brain and endocrine glands. Whereas in plants, we are going to discuss about some important plant hormones and about tropism. Before starting of this chapter, I am just going to explain about what is control and coordination. Why it is required for the plants and animals. Control and coordination, it is one of the important activity the plants and both plant and animal require to growth and development and to sense about their surrounding nature or environment. As you know, there are a number of movements we will show in our day-to-day life according to the stages what it takes to surround us. Like we will see, for example, I'm going to go to school, but unfortunately I stepped on the piece of a glass piece. Then what happens? I will draw back my hand and just withdraw my hand leg on the glass piece. Because of what? I got a pain on leg. Why? The immediate response I have given that. So I have just moved my leg from the place where I stepped on. The same way, such kind of movements we will do many ways. So those are all the movements, and even in the same in a plant, all those movements are controlled in a proper way. That is all controlled by in a proper system. In a controlled way, it has been done in both plants and animals. That is all those such kind of movements are controlled by some organs or tissues or cells. So this system contains all the cells, tissues and as well as organs. Hence, this is called what the control and coordination system is working under this. What are those? See, when it comes in the matter of animals, it is controlled by two ways. One is nervous system, the other one is what? Endocrine gland system. In nervous system, it consisting of what? Three major parts. One is central nervous system, peripheral nervous system and autonomous nervous system. Central nervous system consisting of brain and spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord comes under central nervous system. Whereas peripheral nervous system consisting of what? Two types again, that is peripheral nerves and cranial nerves. So these are comes under peripheral nervous system. Whereas autonomous nervous system consisting of sympathetic and parasympathetic system. So this is about central nervous system. This is about what? Nervous system. In nervous system, all the information, see, whatever we see, whatever we smell, whatever we touch, whatever we hear, all the things has been transferred to the brain through one of the nerve called one of the important organ called neuron. So this neuron is one of the cell. It is called structural and functional unit of nervous system. There are three different kinds of neurons are there. They are sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. So in examination, they are going to ask you to draw the neuron structure for 3 marks. How it is? Just I am going to show a picture. This is the structure of neuron. And you will get a 3 marks diagram for an examination. So this is what one of the neuron. So in your examination, if you are not able to recall, if you are not able to remind this diagram, you can easily able to think by holding this hand. Think it is. This is what one neuron. This is what cell body, and these are called dendrites. And whereas this one is called axon. The shirt what we can think this is called what? Myelin sheath. See here, same it is. So this is called cell body, and cell body contain what? Nucleus, central nucleus, and there is a finger-like projections outside the nucleus, that is outside the soma of cell body, that is called dendrites. The long extensive part of the neuron, that is called axon, and it is covered with a protein sheath called myelin sheath, and the ending ends of this axon called telodendron. This diagram will be there in examination for 3 marks. It is very important. Many times they ask an examination. This is important diagram for exam point of view. See here, these dendrites are connected to the another neuron of a dendrites. See, it is connected to the other neuron of dendrite. So every messages, whatever we hear, whatever we smell, all the informations, all the messages, it travels to the reaches to the dendrite to the cell body to the axon to the telodendron, axon terminal. From that again it's connected to the another neuron. Like this, it works in a new nervous system. This is what the structure of nervous system. Let's come to the next topic of the chapter called reflex action. What is reflex action? Reflex action, nothing but it is a sudden responses to the external stimulus. Sudden responses to the external stimulus means when it is. So whenever accidentally or unknowingly, if you are touched in a hot object, whenever if you touch some hot object, what happen? Immediately you withdraw hand from that particular object. Why? Because we feel that the hand, we feel some hot condition, we feel some hotness to the hand. That is immediately we withdraw the hand from that particular place. Such kind of responses what we give to that situation, such kind of actions are called what? Reflex action. And here I put one example. When we go to the class, when we step on the glass pieces, immediately we withdraw the leg from that places. That is also one of the examples for a reflex action. Such reflex actions are all controlled by spinal cord. So spinal cord is the center of reflex actions. This is one of the important question for exam point of view. How it is the pathway of this reflex action. The pathway of reflex action is nothing but what? A reflex arc. So this reflex arc involves 5 major parts. That is receptors, effectors, conductors, sensory neuron, motor neuron, and mixed neuron. All these work together to complete one reflex action. Here is an example. Say here there is a hand. It is touching a hot object. When hand is touched with a hot object, immediately we withdraw the hand from that particular place. During this kind of situation, during this kind of reactions, or these kind of actions are called reflex action. These reflex actions are controlled by spinal cord. Spinal cord is a part of central nervous system. Next, a topic of the chapter is about a human brain. Human brain is a main part of the nervous system that controls all the actions, both involves voluntary and involuntary, and all reflex and all other actions are controlled by human brain. How the human brain looks? Just we see the diagram. This is the diagram of human brain. Human brain majorly 3 parts. One is forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. So this part is called forebrain, and the forebrain consisting of the cerebrum. The next part is about this part is called midbrain, and this below part it is called about hindbrain. See, forebrain consisting of one of the major part, it is the largest part of the human brain called cerebrum. The next part is what? The midbrain, and this part is called hindbrain, consisting of 3 major parts called cerebellum. This is what cerebellum, and this part is called pons, and medulla. This again continues as a spinal cord. So these are the important parts of the human brain. In examination, they are going to ask you to write the functions of each and every part of the brain. Let us look at the functions of each part of the brain. Let us start functions of each part of the human brain. First one, forebrain. Forebrain, it is a major part of the brain. It consisting of what? Cerebrum. It is the main part of thinking part. So whatever we think, whatever we hear, whatever we smell, whatever we see, all the information which is passed to the or reached to the forebrain, in that is it stores in the cerebrum. So it is called the thinking part of the brain. The second one, it is midbrain. It controls all the voluntary actions. Voluntary actions are nothing but what? For example, voluntary actions means which can be done according to our will. I want to move my hand, I want to talk, I want to walk, I want to see. Whatever according to our willingness, what actions we do, all the actions are controlled by midbrain. In midbrain there is a part called cerebellum. This cerebellum controls all the voluntary actions. Next comes to the hindbrain. It controls all the involuntary actions. Hindbrain, there is a part called medulla. Medulla, which controls all the involuntary actions. What do you mean by involuntary actions? The actions which are not controlled by according to our willing. For example, breathing, vomiting, the movement of the food in the esophagus or food pipe. These are not controlled by according to our will. So these such kind of actions are called involuntary actions. Those involuntary actions are all controlled by medulla of hindbrain. So these are the important functions carried out by the human brain, or parts of the human brain. So this is very, very important for exam point of view. All these functions you need to remember for exam point of view. They may ask you for 1 mark, 2 marks or 3 marks in examination. Very important points for exam point of view. Next comes to these are all the things, controls in our human beings. Next comes to one more important part of human beings, that is called endocrine glands. These endocrine glands secretes some important hormones. Those hormones again helps for control and coordinate according to our nature. Whatever the changes it takes place around us, to that we will react, to that we will respond. All the responses are controlled by one more way in human beings, that is called endocrine glands. What are endocrine glands? Actually, there are two important glands out there in human beings, that is exocrine and endocrine. Exocrine means, and what is the difference between exocrine and endocrine? Exocrine nothing but they are also called as duct glands, where endocrine glands are called ductless glands. There are 6 important endocrine glands are there. What are those? In examination, they are going to ask you to write the important glands, endocrine glands, and functions, and which hormones they secrete. That will ask in examination. What are those glands? Which hormones are secreted by all those glands? What are the functions? Let us see now. So there are totally 6 important endocrine glands are there. All those endocrine glands helps to control and coordination in animals or in human beings. First one, let us start from the top. This is called pituitary gland. This is one of the important important gland which are located in the human brain. The second one, thyroid gland, which is located in the trunk regions of human being. The third one, that is isolates of Langerhans. Isolates of Langerhans, which is it is a part of the pancreas. The next one, adrenal gland, which is there are two adrenal glands are there, each located above the kidney. The next one, it is gonads. Whereas in males it is called testis, whereas in females it is called a ovary. So all these six important glands secretes different kind of hormones. So those all hormones helps to control and coordination in animals. So now let us see which hormone, which gland secretes which hormone and what are their functions. First one, I told you, in brain there is one important hormone called pituitary gland. It secretes important hormone called growth hormone. It secretes what growth hormone. It helps for the growth and development of the human body. The next one, this is also pituitary gland is also called a master gland. Why it is called a master gland? This pituitary gland not only secretes a hormone, it also controls other endocrine gland, and it also influences the secretion of other endocrine glands hormone. Hence it is called master gland. It secretes what? The growth hormone. Actually totally there it secretes 9 different hormones. Among them, one of the important hormone called growth hormone. It helps growth and regulate the other glands, so that it is also called a master gland. The second gland is called thyroid gland, and I told where it presents in the trunk regions of the human being. It secretes one of the important hormone called thyroxine. It helps. What is the main function of this thyroxine? It helps the increases the rate of metabolism in human being. The next one is pancreas. So in pancreas there is a cells of pancreas is called what? Isolates of Langerhans. So it secretes two important hormone called insulin and glucagon. Insulin and glucagon. So here you might know that some patients are suffering from diabetes. What is called diabetes? So when the glucose level increases in the body, that such kind of situations we call about diabetes. Why the glucose level increases in the blood? Because when in a person, when the insulin is not secreted enough amount, in such condition glucose level is increased. Glucose level is increased in the blood. What is the main function of the insulin? Whenever the glucose level increases in the blood, that will convert into glycogen by this one of the important hormones secreted by the pancreas called insulin. This insulin converts the excess amount of glucose into glycogen. Where one more hormone it secretes called glucagon. When the body is less, when the body having less amount of glucose, in such situation the glycogen again is converted into what? Glucose by the hormone called glucagon. This is also secreted by the pancreas. This is the maintaining the glucose level in the blood. It is done by these two important hormones secreted by pancreas. The next one, adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, there are two adrenal glands are there, each located above the kidney. What is the main function of these hormones secreted by the adrenal? There is one of the important hormones secreted by the adrenal gland called adrenaline. There are little amount of this adrenaline is already present in the blood, but whenever we face some emergency situations like fear, happiness, anxiety, anger, in such conditions, or to face such kind of situations, the adrenaline will secrete more quantity to face such emergency conditions. Hence, adrenaline is also called as emergency hormone. So, this hormone is also called emergency hormone. The main function of this adrenaline is facing emergency situations like fear, anxiety, anger, happiness, sad, such kind of situations are controlled by this adrenaline, which is secreted by the adrenal gland. Next one, gonads. Gonads, there are in male it's secreted by the testosterone, whereas in females it is secreted by progesterone and estrogen. Testosterone, which helps to produce secretion production of the sperm, and it also gives male characteristics to the males, whereas in ovaries in females it's secreted by the two important hormone called estrogen and progesterone. This estrogen helps to set the production of the eggs, and also it gives what? It gives what? Female characteristics to the females. So these are the 6 important glands in endocrine glands. So till now we discussed about how control and coordination takes place in animals. Now let us pass on to the how control and coordination it takes place in plants. In human beings or in animals we have nervous system, that help us to control and coordination in animals. But whereas in plants they don't have any nervous system, then how they control and coordinate, how they show the movement, how they show the responses to the stimulus. This is all done by some important hormones secreted in the plant body. There are 5 important plant hormones are there. Those all the 5 important hormones which help to coordinate around the surrounding nature. They are, one is auxins, second one gibberellins, third one cytokinins, fourth one abscisic acid, and the last one ethylene. So these are all 5 hormones helps in plants control and coordinate according to the surrounding changes. How they help in plant body? So these are all the hormones in plants help to growth and development. For example, flowering in plants, falling of leaves in plants, unseasonal falling of fruits or leaves, cell division, parthenocarpy, all these functions done by with the help of these all the hormones. Among these, auxins, gibberellins and cytokinins, these are all called growth promoters. Means these 3 unit hormones help the plant body growth and development, whereas abscisic acid and ethylene, these are called growth inhibitors. These helps for the plant body stop the unseasonal falling of leaves or fruits from the plant body. These are controlled by these important hormones in plant body. So these are the 5 different hormones in plants helps control and coordination in plants. And one more important topic in plant, that is called tropism. Apart from these 5 hormones, how plant shows the movement? Plant shows movement to the particular direction. Such movement, what we call tropism. There means plant shows the movement towards the particular direction. That movement is nothing but called tropism. There are different kind of tropisms are there. Means plants shows movement towards the particular direction. For example, if the plant shows the movement towards the touch, that is called thigmotropism. If the plant shows the movement towards the chemicals, it is called chemotropism. If the plant shows the movement towards the light, it is called phototropism. If the plant shows the movement towards the water, it is called hydrotropism. If the plant shows the movement towards the earth or gravity, it is called geotropism. So in this way, plant shows the movement. So those movements might be help the plant body for the growth and development, or sometimes it helps the surviving in the nature. So those are all the movements what plant shows to the particular direction is nothing but called tropism. So many ways the plant shows the movement towards in particular directions. So those are all the movements what we call tropism. So these all the topics what I showed, what I explained today, these are all the important topics what I covered for the exam point of view, from the controlling potential in animals to the controlling potential in the plants. So this video might be help you for revising for exam point of view. This may help you to get good score in examination. I wish you all the best for upcoming SLC examinations. Thank you so much. Hello students, myself Praveen Kumar. So today I am going to explain one of the important chapter from the biology, that is how do organisms reproduce. It's a very big chapter, and in this session I am going to cover how the reproduction takes place in plants. That I am going to discuss in this session. First of all, reproduction. There are two different types of there in reproduction. Before this, what is reproduction? Reproduction is a biological process in which a new individual is produced. If during the production of new individual, if only one organism is involved, such kind of reproduction is called asexual reproduction. If two individuals are involved, like both male and female individuals are involved for the production of new individual, such kind of reproduction is called sexual reproduction. Then in plants, how the reproduction takes place, that I am going to explain, that I am going to revise during this session. First of, reproduction in plants by means of asexual. There are different kind of modes are there. Through those modes, the plants will reproduce. They are first one fission, second one fragmentation, third one regeneration, fourth one vegetative propagation, and last one spore formation. By means of all these, the plants reproduce new individual. First one, that is fission. Fission means breakdown of an individual. A single individual breaks on into a new individual. If a single individual breaks down into two individuals, such kind of fission is called binary fission. Binary means what? Two. A single organism breaks up into two individuals. Such kind of fission is called what? Binary fission. Binary fission, it takes place in amoeba and leishmania. These two are examples for the binary fission. The second one, multiple fission. Multiple means many. A single organism breaks up into number of individuals, more than two. Fission. It's one of the asexual reproduction which takes place in plants. There are two types of there. One is binary fission and one is what? Multiple fission. Binary means there are a single organism breaks up into two individuals. Such kind of fission is called what? Binary fission. This is takes place in amoeba and leishmania. And multiple fission. Multiple fission means what? A single organism breaks up into many number of individuals. Such kind of fission is called what? Multiple fission. Example for this multiple fission, that is plasmodium. So you need to remember these examples are very important for exam point of view. They may ask you one marks question, either multiple choice questions or two marks question they may ask in examination. You need to remember all the examples of asexual reproduction. The next one, fragmentation. Fragmentation means what? Here a single organism breaks up into number of fragments. What is a fragment? Fragment means what? A small piece. A single organism breaks up into number of fragments. Each fragment grows into a new individual. Such kind of reproduction is called what? Fragmentation. Example for fragmentation, Spirogyra. The next one, regeneration. Regeneration is nothing but almost it is equal to the fragmentation. Here also a single organism cuts into number of pieces. Each piece develops into a new individual. Such kind of reproduction is called regeneration. Example, Hydra and Planaria. The next one, vegetative propagation. In some plants, many parts of the plant body like root, maybe stem, maybe a leaf, maybe some other parts of the plant grows into a new individual. Such kind of reproduction is called vegetative propagation. This mode of propagation is also done by artificially by getting number of individuals with a very less period of time. Such kind of reproduction is called vegetative reproduction. This artificial can be done by means through grafting or layering. Example for this mode of reproduction, that is rose, grapes, sugarcane, jasmine, banana, some other even cabbage. These plants can reproduce by means of vegetative propagation. The last one, spore formation. Some in many multicellular organisms, multicellular plants, they produce some seed-like structure. Seed-like structure. Such seed-like structures are nothing but what? Spore. Those spore again develops into a new individual. Such kind of reproduction is called spore formation. Example, rhizopus. So this is about asexual reproduction in plants. By these all the means, the plants undergo asexual reproduction. The next topic is about how plants reproduce by means of sexual way. You already know the sexual reproductive part of plant is, or reproductive parts of angiosperm plants is what? Flower. There are two kinds of flowers are there. One is unisexual flower and a bisexual flower. Unisexual flower means a flower contains either male reproductive organ or female reproductive part. First of all, what do you mean by sexual reproduction? Already I told you, sexual reproduction involves two individuals or two gametes are required to undergo sexual reproduction. In a plant, example for bisexual flower means what? A flower contains both male and female reproductive part. Such kind of flower is called a bisexual flower. Example, hibiscus and mustard. These two are examples for bisexual flower, means they produce the flower contains both male reproductive part and even female reproductive part. You already know that the parts of the flower. The parts of the flowers are petals, which are colored, and sepals, and male reproductive part called stamen, and the female reproductive part is called a pistil. These are all the parts of the flower. This is a typical stamen. A stamen contains two parts called anther and filament. In this anther, they contain pollen grains. The pollen grains are nothing but germ cells. These germ cells undergo fertilization and form new individual. This is what? Pistil. Pistil contains again number of parts. This is called stigma, which is sticky in nature. Why it is sticky in nature? When the pollen grains transfer, that I will explain later during the fertilization. This is stigma, which is sticky in nature. The next part is what? A style. Next up, the basal part, which is swollen part, that is called ovary. The ovary contains ovules. And this stamen and pistil both are nothing but called as reproductive parts of the flower. Next up, we will discuss how germination of pollen grain on stigma takes place. What is germination? How it takes place? That I am going to explain now. Next part is about the germination of pollen on stigma. Very important for exam point of view. This diagram is very important for 3 marks. Many times asked in examination. So you have to practice this diagram for exam point of view. It's for 3 marks. How? See, this diagram explains, gives a knowledge about how germination takes place. First of all, germination is already told you that when the two sexual reproductive parts has to be involved for the production of a new individual during a sexual reproduction. Here, the pollen grain is a male germ cell, whereas egg is a female germ cell. This pollen grain has to fuse with the female germ cell, then it undergoes what? Fertilization. Fertilization leads to formation of zygote. How this pollen grain will transfer? How pollen grain has came here? This pollen grain has came on stigma through the one more process called pollination. Pollination means the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is called pollination. There are two kinds of pollinations are there. One is self-pollination, another one is what? Cross-pollination. If self-pollination means a transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma takes place in a single flower of a same plant is called self-pollination. If the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of one flower to the another flower is called cross-pollination. Cross-pollination, it takes place by means of different kind of agents. So those agents are called as pollinating agents, like human beings, air, water, honeybees. By this way, the pollen grains will transfer from anther of one flower to the pollen grains from anther of one flower to the flower of a stigma of another flower by means of pollinating agent. So through pollination, the pollen grain has been transferred from one flower to the another flower and it sticks on stigma. Already told you, stigma is sticky in nature. Why? Why it is sticky? When the pollen grain has transferred from one flower to the another flower by means of pollination, here it will stick on the stigma because what was sticky in nature. Once it is stick on the stigma, what happens? It has to reach here. How it will reach? Once it sticks here, the pollen grains develops or produce long tube-like structure that is called pollen tube. Through this pollen tube, the pollen grain or male germ cell will transfer through this tube and finally it will fuse to the egg which is present in the basal part of the pistil. That is, the basal part of the pistil is called what? Ovary. In the ovary there are ovules are there. Ovule contain egg. To that egg the male germs will fuse. This fusion of male germ cell and female germ cell is called fertilization. After fertilization, what happens? It forms what? Zygote. Zygote leads formation of a embryo. During this process, this ovary will convert into fruit, whereas ovule is converted into what? Seed. And this ovary again undergo number of division will fall down. Once it fuses here, the fertilization is complete. Then what happens? This oval turns into what? A seed. Seed contain a future plant inside. Inside the seed there is a future plant called embryo. That seed, if you soak into the soil and leads in the formation of a new plant. This process is called germination. This process is called germination. In this way, the germination of pollen on stigma takes place. This is very, very important for exam point of view. Okay. So germination, after germination, a new individual plant will develop by this way. This is important topic. So this comes end of both sexual and asexual reproduction, how it takes place in plants. In the next class, we will discuss about how reproduction takes place in human beings. So prepare this, all the topics what we covered in this session. All the best for exam point of examination. Do well. I hope that this session might be helpful for your exam point of view. I just covered only important topics which have been there in a reproduction in the matter of plants. Very important. Read well, prepare well. All the best for your examination.